mic over here. Alright, what's going on YouTube world? What's going on? This is Will from Bosu, America. Today, I waited till it's hot here. I had to wait till later in the day to clean these wheels off. I got another set of wheels that I collected in my collection of OEM Honda wheels, which actually came off of an Acura. These were in such good shape. I will do more in-depth look at them once I get done, but I wanted to clean them up because I'm going to paint these things probably straight white. That's probably what I'm going to do to them. But if you looked at the video before this, you see that I'm pretty much into collecting OEM style wheels. The reason why is they make my car ride really well. That's number one. Number two, they're affordable. I got to figure out that acronym I said, you know, cool wheels on a budget. That's what these are. See, a lot of people don't do the research and find out what wheels will fit on, you know, your car. If you can't afford to get the big money wheels, then junkyards are full of pretty decent wheels if you know what you're doing, especially if you want to paint some up. So I am going to clean these wheels off, and I'm going to show you what I've done to the other cars. It's been a while since I did a Bosu America on my cars, and I hopefully have collected another car to the arsenal, which is a 96 Accord, and that's going to be for my wife. It's a coupe. I've been trying to get this car for probably the last 3-4 years, and the guy finally he sells it to me, but I mean, he hasn't sold it to me. He said he had to get the title together, and then I guess we'll go from there. Hopefully I see him when he cruises down the street and, you know, gets the car together and bring it up here, because he actually put a battery in it, started up and everything. But on back to this, OEM wheels, or some of the original aluminum wheels on cars, some of them are pretty cool. I had a set of these, but I had to let them go, and at the time there was a bunch of them in the junkyard. Now there's not, but for some odd reason I went to Pay and Pull, and these were in there, and I couldn't pass them up. The guy was taking the wheels in, and he was they were in the car, and when they were in the car, I said, hey man, I'll give you some money for those wheels, because they only gonna give him like 200 bucks for the car total. But I was like, dude, I'll give you some money for the wheels. So I offered him 75 bucks. They got brand new tread on them, if you can see. This is why I collect a lot of the OEM wheels on cars, and a lot of them I collect them for the actual hey man, I collect them for the Acuras, because the Acuras are the ones that are closely to they're close to the Accord. You can get a lot of stuff off of them if you know what you're looking for. You can get the suspension, you actually can get the exhaust, valve cover gasket. Can't do seats and stuff like that, but shocks, springs, all that stuff you can get off of them as well. So if you're ever in the junkyard, you're into Accords, the Acura is the car that's basically the sister to it. That's the car that I use. I hope everybody can hear me. I was on Twitch. I just haven't done anything else on Twitch. I've been so used to doing YouTube for so long because I do the videos and then I post them. But these wheels themselves, they're not bad wheels. I actually have the center caps. They are the center caps. So I got those too. So I couldn't beat that deal. So for right now, I'm probably going to clean them again, and then let them sit for a while, and then clean them one more time, just to get them, you know, nice and clean. Because I probably won't paint them today. I'll probably paint them tomorrow. Because usually I used to rush and paint wheels, but now I kind of take my time, because now being retired, basically what I am, I'm basically retired. I just kind of just do this, or just, I guess, temporary retired, I guess. Alright. Sooner or later, I can't just be home all the time. I gotta find stuff to do. So that's why I got my hat machines, my shirt machines, you know, heat press and all that, because I want to stay busy as I can. Because I hate not being busy. I hate not being able to get to stuff and doing stuff. I enjoy doing YouTube, and I enjoy doing my things on my wheels. Good Lord, he done blocked the street up. Can I help you? Oh, cuz, I'm sorry. Damn. Sorry about that, guys. Had to do, like I said, my business with my kinfolk. All right, so as I was saying, I did a video on these. I could do more research on them, which I think I'm going to do because I want to know more about them. But I do know one thing about these wheels. Inky is the company that took on this, making these wheels. And I'll do a little more research on them to find out, because I had not known that Inky had made these until I seen the stamp on the back. Now, once you kind of get into this, it's a rabbit hole. You'll never come out. I only have two sets, and I only collect two. I have no problem putting two wheels on my car, and I'll paint them all the same with different colors. Because I'm thinking about white, and I'm actually thinking about a different color on here, but I haven't made a choice yet. But these, they come out pretty cool once they're painted. Some of my earlier Bosu Americas, I actually have these things painted white, and that's what I loved about them. I mean, they wasn't 100% mesh wheels, but to me they are mesh wheels. You see how they look? They're pretty cool. So let me see something. I'm gonna turn this one over, I'll show you the inside. And this is how I had learned. One day I was in a junkyard and I had looked at an older Acura and came across that, hold on one second, it had the same engine in it. So let me see, I'll take that off. Well, let's do this in a second. Hold on. Alright, so I'm outside now. Let me see if I can get a better thing. Here we go. Yeah, it's like I gotta find the right area. There we go. So I collect a lot of those wheels simply because back in the days I didn't have a lot of money. I couldn't just waste all my money. I know I'm messing with the camera. It's like, it's hot outside too. It's still hot out here. A long time ago, I couldn't afford, to buy the wheels that you really like, that you see in Super Street Magazine and all that. I can't afford those. So I had looked for the next best thing. I started just using my imagination. That's why I don't mind painting steelies. That's why I don't mind collecting wheels. And believe it or not, most of the wheels I collect come off of different cars. Like for the Civic, I haven't found a wheel for it. I do know of two wheels that fit on the Civic, that actually three that I would like to have, but they're super hard to find. The BMW one with the triangles, super hard to find. The old pop, or they call them the Coke bottles, these nets are out too. The Coke bottle ones are hard to find. You can find Saturns, but they don't really look that good on cars. And the last one is out of the Mini Cooper. The Mini Cooper has a set of wheels I want bad, and they're hard to find. So if I ever see two in the junkyard, I'll take them because they go for over 100s. But the Accords are for over 100.14.3. Now, I know that there is actually a hub-centric hub that I could do at 4 over 114.3 to a 4 over 100s, but I'm looking for that vice versa. I'm looking for the one that goes from the 4 over 100 to the 4 over 114. So I just can't really understand or get it. My brain ain't clicking, because I have a bunch of different other wheels that I like to put on, from the Accord onto the Civic. I think that'll look cool. It's warm today. I'm gonna walk around real quick and kind of show you what I've done to the cars, and I'll see if I can get some good footage of that. Just give me a second here. So I lost the footage, but let's go. I actually found an aftermarket bumper for like 50 bucks and got rid of the old one. I think it looks cool. I actually decided to change it off, but I'm one of those guys, I don't too much care about stuff that is imperfect. It doesn't bother me. I'll just street's a mess over here. I'll just put the bumper on, and I won't care. I don't care if I have little edges like that. I don't care if stuff's not lined up. It never really bothers me. But I did love the bumper, and I couldn't pass it up. Gives it that real good rally look. That's what I think. And I actually covered up the condenser and the air conditioner and the front from any rocks going back in there. The next thing I want to do is I would like to cut that Subaru thing in deeper. put it in there so it sits, because that's old fiberglass hood. I don't care about it. I just tear it up. I did remove the carrier, and I actually put a basket up here, which I thought was cool because I throw little groceries up there, put a tire up there. I'm gonna keep the carrier because I did purchase that other Honda. It's sitting outside. I'll do a walk around that thing tomorrow. So now I'm up to 4 Hondas, but this one needs some work done to it. The blue car, I want to put those wheels on this car, but I don't know. I ain't made a choice yet because those they will fit on the Civic, and I'll put those wheels up. I love this car. It got the water pump going in it again, and she's ready to go. So I put around in it. The wagon, I ain't do much. I just put some other wheels on it. Those are another set of Accord wheels I found, and they look beautiful with that turquoise blue. The back one's $20 for the Stillies. I just put some gunmetal gray on it. I didn't care. I like the way it looks. And again, I will collect 2 and 2. Those wheels, they look great. They're 2 years old, and I got those because of winter. I wanted to switch off just to have some good winter wheels. Anytime you slam your cars like this, people they want your wheels to stick out. I don't. I like mine tucked in just the way they are. Plus, I like to have a good tire on there because I need to get some traction going on. The wagon is a love car. I have a love-hate relationship with it, but I love it most of the time. It really doesn't give me a lot of problems, but I know when it runs hot, it's weird. One day it was so hot, it was wild. But this thing, I'll flip the tires and the wheels off and don't care. I'm going to probably put the Acura wheels on there next, and they'll be that weird shoot green. That's what I can't wait to do because I'm going to put the fronts and the backs on, and I find them with the caps as well. The ones I just found, I think I'm going to put on the Accord I got, and I'll probably put some Stillies on there. I don't know. I haven't made a decision yet. I have to make a decision sooner or later. And that's the one thing I could play with it. I also started a mobile car wash. I just ain't put my number on it. Still got lots of stuff. Big Blue, the fan and the condenser and that radiator went out on this, and I fixed it and put another one in. I did find, surprisingly, a blue one. I wanted to pull these wheels off and put that on the Civic over there, and those are lower tires they'll fit perfect. So I may just do it depending on how I feel. Yeah, Dapper Cloth Care and Black Pyramid Oil. Those are my air fresheners. You got to be creative if you want to get out here in this world and make it. I made that one too. That's why I love making decals. That one I put on backwards. It's supposed to be realistic tuning, R10. Realistic tuning means that I just tune, realistically. I don't tune where I can't. If I can't do a job, I'm not afraid to get somebody else to come in and do the job. That's why I call it, realistic tuning, R10, really reality times 10. You do your best, but if you can't do the job, you find somebody to do it or you teach yourself one way or another. So that was kind of just a walk around, guys. I love my cars. I love the decals. Decals get people to stop. I do love the way those look on there, though. I might just leave them on there. I don't know. I haven't made a choice yet. But I just love the way I love my cars. And I love them because they're my creations. I hope you guys are out there creating. Please keep on. I hope you keep watching, like, subscribe. Until next time, guys. Later. So as I said, guys, this is Will from Bosu, America. I added another Honda to the collection. This is a 96 coupe. And it needs some work done to it. The only thing it really needs is a brake line. So I'm gonna have a brake line put in and do all the work. It's been sitting for like 3 years. The guy put a battery in, started up instantly. So I gotta get some fuel cleaner, plugs, and I got all that stuff upstairs. And get my buddy Dominique, he gonna do the brake line for me, and this thing will be on the road. It's hard to find the 2-door ones. It's just like that one back there, but it's just a coupe. So I almost can use my parts from one to the other. I think the only difference is the front headlights are a bit different than the ones off of here. I gotta make sure that hood is closed too. I know it's a little different, but I'll give you more information as I go fixing this thing. Later, guys. Hey, good morning, guys. Well, it's the next day. I got my tags for the 96 coupe. So I think what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna do inventory. I have plenty of parts, which is strange because the 96 coupe, you don't see a lot of the 96 coupes. And excuse me.
morning grumbles. But you don't see the 96 coupe, or they say coupes, as much. And I've been after this car for a couple years, and the guy wouldn't come off of it. And he just says, "Man, I worked in it. It's kind of one of my cars, and I just, he had sentimental, connection to it." So I just asked him one day when I was pimping, "When you ready?" He was like, "We can do it now." So he went down there, got it. The only problem with the car started, the brake line was completely corroded, and he almost destroyed it coming out of the yard. So I got it, brought it to the house, and I parked it. Got tags this morning. The BMV is completely changed now. I was like, whoa. But I have parts. You know, I sit out here. I actually have parts, and I mean, I have a lot of parts for that year because that's what year my wagon is. My wagon is just a '96 wagon. That's just no way, man. It's a '94. I need to look at those dates because I know the Civic is a '96. That wagon should be a '94. I don't know. I gotta look at the dates on them, but it's the exact same car. It's just a coupe. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the old antifreeze that's in it. The transmission, that stuff has to come out. The oil definitely has to come out. Plugs has to come out, and plug wires. Now I have everything except oil. That's it. I have everything except oil. So when I take my wife to work, I'll probably get some oil, and then just go from there. I mean, I have plugs already in the house. I got tons of stuff that I could use on that car. I even have rims and tires. So I'm thinking about either just doing the big inventory today, and then Saturday when my cordless. I finally got ordered one. I wasn't going to order one because we had ordered one from overseas. Let me tell you something. Don't order that shit overseas that's on Facebook. Don't do it. You will get ripped off. The next chance I get, I'm gonna do it because I got ripped off twice dealing with the overseas stuff. So I just went in and ordered mine from like Home Depot, but it's a cordless sprayer. Like you wash your car, you need a 2 liter bottle or a bucket of water. I was like, can't wait to get that. So I'll probably clean it up and show you what it looks like after that. I think he dented it because I was like, I don't remember the the other panel, the front panel being dented. I think he did that when he backed up, but he saved himself by turning it and not hitting his other car sitting there. And I was just like, what happened? He was like, the brakes, man, I don't even want to drive it. I can get it home. Emergency brake work? Thank goodness, because usually all my emergency brakes don't really work. But this one was like, car stopped. I said, oh, I can get it home. It was just right down the corner. It's like weirdest thing, one of the closest cars to me I could never get my hands on. So I'm going to do a inventory check of what I have, and then I'll show you what I have. I'll show you my bins because I've collected lots of stuff. So from thermostats to temperature dials to heater hoses. I mean, I collect this stuff all the time when I go to the junkyard. Surprisingly, I haven't bought me a building and just kind of turned it into kind of a makeshift car garage like Hoovies. I've been wanting to do that forever. Like just have me an area where it's just a concrete thing. Even like garage built Hondas, I'm thinking about doing something like that, building a big old garage, concrete footer. I've been wanting to do this for years, and I haven't. So I think at the end of the year, once I see how much I have amassed, I'm going to make a move on that because that's all I want to do is work on cars or play around with them, sell them, get rid of them. Because I love to own 3 engines before I can't really mess with cars anymore. I want a little single jingle, out of a Honda Civic, just a little single cam one. I like to have a B18. I would say a B16, but then it might just be an H23 or H22. I don't know. I just want 3 different engines that I could just start from the beginning on up and build them up because they're not that complicated. It just takes time. I hope you guys are still out there building. I know they are because all the channels I look at is some of the best content ever. The only problem I have with YouTube and all the guys who are doing YouTube videos is my dad's not here to see it. This is something my dad would have been watching with me. We'd have been like, hey, Dad, did you see that build? He'd been like, yeah. And I mean, my dad was pretty open-minded when it comes to building cars. So he would have watched, he liked muscle cars, but I guarantee you he would have watched any channel of guys that have any passion for working on cars because I have nothing but utmost respect. Like I said, I tell people, build your cars. Don't care about don't plan on, caring about what somebody says. Because this one guy, I remember one time I was at a car show, he says, he straight out said, your car is kind of rice. And it was just like, why did you use a derogatory, why would you be derogatory towards me? And it's my build. It's almost like saying, well, I don't like the way you wipe your butt. I don't like the cheese you was eating. It doesn't matter. So I looked down at his shoes and I said, you rice too. And he's like, and it's funny because the people who always spew it out are the ones who get the most offended. So I said, you're rice too. And he's, how you figure? I said, you got a pair of Air Jordans on and looking by your body type, I can guarantee you can't run up and down the court. So you are reality and inspired cosmetic equipment. He wasn't ready for that one. He was like, yeah. So do me a favor, go on about your business. And that's one of the reasons why I don't go to the car shows here in Cincinnati, because everybody's always so uptight and they got to stick up their ass. And I just said, I'm not going to do it no more. So, long story short, I'm going to go out. I'm going to do an inventory check on it. And I'm going to work on it and get it together. And I just gave it to my wife. I said, you can have this one. And it's a nice little gas saver because I'm not buying another truck. All right, guys. Later. All right, I'm going to do a walk around today. What's going on, guys? This is Will from Bosu, America. I'm going to do a walk around and a list on everything that needs to be fixed on this car. And I'm going to get to work. All right, so definitely, hold on, let me switch that. Definitely the brakes need to be done on this thing. And new rotors, definitely, them rotors are shot in there. So I'm going to get some rotors probably in the next day or so, some drums for the back. It needs a light. I suspect he did this when he moved it because it happened yesterday. The brakes went out on it. And I think he hit the fence or something. I don't know. I have to lift the car. But this has to be fixed. And that has to be dealt with. Outside of that, the trim is coming up off the windshield. That needs to be took care of. It needs oil, antifreeze, everything. I'm going to do the works on it. But usually these Hondas, this thing turned over super easy. Super easy it turned over. And I can't really get up under and look yet until I jack it up. But eventually I will. All right, well, I'll keep you guys posted on everything that I do to it. And when I get it running, it's basically almost the same color as that one back there, but the color's just so worn out. All right, I got to make my list. All right, so in my whole pile of mess over here, I keep too much stuff. I actually have all the extra stuff that I need. I actually have radiators over here, all kinds of stuff. This is a table I built out of a bunk bed, actually. Weird, but I have lots of stuff over here. And again, I do need to just buy a house. I keep saying that, but I want something small. I want something bigger where I can work on cars in my house. That's for damn sure. The house is going to be very compact and it'll be functional, but I want something where I have a garage in it. I'm going to put these here. I'm going to show you my bins of stuff. Still got some clothes hanging in here. There we go. So one thing I've done over the years is I collect the small bits and pieces that you may need during the time of, purchasing cars and having cars. And these things are old, what do you call them? Fishing tackle boxes. And I keep these, I find them at the flea market for about $1 or $2, and I collect them. And within these boxes, I have tons of parts like that relay switch for that 96. I keep these. Usually I pull them. They're only a couple bucks in the junkyard. They are super cheap. So I don't even play around with those. I pull those out. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, these are all for the 96 because the other ones don't go as bad. I have various things like the TPSs and different, switches. And, I keep a lot of stuff in here, gaskets. And then it's the same with this one as well. I had so many parts that I had to get a second one. And I filled that one up full of stuff through lights and whatnot and everything. And as I was saying before, it's like I'm going shopping with myself. I'm going to take that out. For right now, yeah, I usually keep those in the car for right now. So, yeah, see, I got a bunch of these. I keep all that stuff. And sometimes I'm at the junkyard and I just pull them off when I feel like it. So, let's see.
the bottom. Yes, I actually just got these the other day. These are plugs, and these are actually 4 1/4. I just pulled those off. So those are definitely coming out. I don't think I need none of these. I even have spark plugs in here. And if I'm not mistaken, I actually have some. I think all these came out of different accords and stuff. I just have to look at them, but they are practically the same. So it's not like, there's no real big difference. It's just the gap on them. So I have plugs. I even have oil filter for it. If I'm not mistaken, that's it. If it's not it, I have an oil filter for it because they are smaller than the ones. This is more or less for the Civic. Yeah, I know that is. Thermostats. I keep all kinds of stuff because you never know when something's going to go bad. And these are just the odds and ends, the bits and pieces. Yeah, gotta have those in there. Yeah, that's one right there. Yeah, that's a brand new one, 4 1/4. So I'm gonna see if I can match that up with that one and see if that's the same one. And actually, it's an STP one. I don't know. Sometimes they are and sometimes they're not. It looks like it, but then I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it is. Same size. But what I'll do is I'll put that one in here and I will use that one. That one there. And that's really it for now. I got to choose the wheels I want to put on that one and put some wheels on it. All I have to do now is just really get some oil. And I have brake lines and everything in another bin. I think I'm going to go look for it right now. Jazz? Oh, you're in the bathroom. Okay. I think it's in that bin. Let me see if it's in there. Give me a second. Well, I have various bins around the house with parts in them too. This has a lot of my lights and stuff in it, parts and stuff like that I just kind of fill up with stuff. But I think this one's the one that I actually have. Ooh, windshield wipers. Yes, windshield wiper blades. So I think these are 4 1/4. So I actually have windshield wiper blades. See, I keep this stuff. Sometimes I buy them when I see them on a car, and I'll just keep them. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there it is. Brake line. I knew I had some brake line. So all I had to do is get the connector pieces, and I'm already there. Like I said, that's one thing that I'll tell you about, being down the rabbit hole and collecting car parts is I can't collect all the big stuff, but what I can do is I collect the small stuff. Yeah, there's a throttle body down in there. Bunch of other weird stuff I keep. And I don't ever mind collecting stuff because sooner or later you may need it. And I don't like to have to go through the whole process of buying everything, which is easy. It's easy to get the stuff, but sometimes it's good to already have the stuff together. So let me put over here and show you what I have. I actually have the brake. Let me get this out the way. And it's weird because on this car in particular, the battery post doesn't stay on. And I got an old trick for that with the screw. My dad taught me a long time ago. Let's see, windshield wipers. I'm gonna show you all the stuff I have and still have extra just for the car itself that I collect. And a lot of times I collect this stuff because, if I have a couple dollars, I'll buy it. I had to learn this stuff the hard way through the years. So far for the car itself, I have antifreeze outside. So I have the brake lines already. I got to check the fuel lines. I'll probably have those replaced anyway. Main relay, which I don't know if you know, on those 96s, they are notorious for going out. They get hot and they just come undone. So if you're ever in the junkyard, reach up front in the car. Let me see if I can get in there. Yeah, there you go. Reach up under the steering wheel. It's up in there in a very precarious position. Pull this piece out. Keep them. Is it focusing? Plug wires, which they were in really good shape. I only one had a little oil on it, so I'm going to clean it up. Some windshield wipers and the C stuff for the brakes and stuff. So that's probably what he thought was wrong with it, because he actually had that in there, which it doesn't matter. So I probably will get me 2 new calipers and 2 new rotors in the front, and then I'll probably work on the back, because the back, they're drums, and I know for sure if they've been sitting that long, all that stuff's no good back there. So that car is going to go through a strange rebuild, but it's not one that you can't handle. And then also, I always keep old plugs, so I got some old plugs for it. So I already went shopping already for myself. This is what I have at the house, and not to mention, I have plenty of wheels. I have a set here. I have sets downstairs. I have plenty of wheels. So I need to go through and figure out which wheels I want to put on that car, because I have probably about 4 to 6 sets of tires and rims, and I'm still getting 2 more probably tomorrow. I think that's it for now. I even have exhaust parts. I have all kinds of stuff. God, that belt. This came off in a cord. It was a brand new belt on there. Couldn't pass it up. Like $3. Can't pass it up. I got some radiators back there, some mud flaps, and I have the greatest wife because she deals with this crap. All in all, let me flip this up. All in all, I have a bunch of parts all ready for the car, and I'm not going to work on that car for a couple days. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it up. That's probably it. I may even decide to flip the tires off, but before I do the tires, I want to have the rotors. I want to get new rotors and probably just get new calipers and just do that all over again. Because like I said, you can find these. They're ready available in the junkyard. So I'm probably just going to go to the junkyard tomorrow, pull off 2 rotors, 2 drums, 2 calipers. What else did I say I want to get in those 2 wheels? I'll probably do that all tomorrow, make a run and just get it burned up, bring it home, and then probably work on that car maybe this weekend. I don't know. It depends. I know Monday I'm gonna probably get my buddy Dominique out here with me, and we're gonna go after this thing and get it running. As long as we get the brakes done, that thing is good. Now on the timer belt water pump, don't know. It's been sitting, but I'll probably just get a water pump anyway and put it to the side, and when it goes, tell my buddy to just do it. Now he charges me, a good price for a timer belt and water pump. I don't want to quote him because I don't want nobody to be like, you did this for him. That's our price. And the price is totally affordable to me. And that's the thing about when people work for you, or people do work, or you do work, or they do work for you. I don't mind paying a certain price, especially when you where's that bucket at? When you figure out how much this stuff really cost. That's why I don't never be caring about it when people get mad and stuff. And that's one of the reasons why he actually stopped working on cars, because people didn't want to pay him. And I was like, that's sad, because dude, that's worth it. And I ain't got no problem paying somebody for what they worth. All right, guys, I'll do some more research on some stuff, probably add something into the show. But for today, I ain't trying to do nothing else. It's too hot out there. I'm going to sit there in the room, do me some research, probably learn a language or 2 or something. That I don't know. I might just be lazy today. I think it's my lazy day. All right, guys, I'm out. All right, what's going on, guys? This is Will from Bosu, America. So it's super hot today. Went out and did a few things for the Accord project. So let me show you what I did so far on the outside. This thing needs some work, but has a good startup. I actually got, let me put this thing in here because the trunk won't even stay open. I don't know why, but it's old, I guess. Don't want this thing to slam on my head. Got rotors today, calipers, which I'm going to sand and repaint, brake pads, and oil. And today, still thundering outside, I'm going to flip them off for the silver stillies. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these took to the tire place, and I'm going to have these stripped off, and I'm going to keep the wheels, and I'm going to probably paint them. But for now, I'm going to put the stillies on there today just to get them off the flats, because if you keep them on flats, cops stop by, they want to see if the car moves, and then I'm getting a hot battery for it too tomorrow, so I can move it back and forth. All right, guys, I'm going to stop recording here because it's hot. I want to get done. I'll show you afterwards. All right, so sorry about the lawnmower, but I'm going to get a fender tomorrow. I actually put the stillies on, so I'll pull that fender off tomorrow, do the brakes and the brake line, and that'll be it. right, I'm out. I'm going upstairs. It's too hot. I have had such heartache with nice wheels. Either somebody trying to steal them, messing up my bolts, trying to get off the the lock lugs, and just people hating on the nice wheels. So I am not going to. I'm not going to mess around. Sorry about that. No more with really nice wheels, because really nice wheels, again, I just told you, I had so much heartache. I like nice rims, but the problem is people don't like when you have nice rims. People hate on you when you have nice rims, and factory wheels, people just kind of make fun of me, and I don't really care because, again, I'm cool rims on a budget, Croab. I'm gonna make a t-shirt, a sticker that says that, because there are really nice factory wheels that look nice. You just paint them up, and that's what they did when they did hot rods. Paint them red, white. I met some guys once, and they were telling me how they were too poor to buy expensive wheels, and they would beg the people that were doing the roads for the last of the fluorescent paint. And that's how, Central Air. Oh, Central Air. If you ain't got nothing, I hope you got Central Air. What? So, in closing, I don't mind using factory wheels. Factory wheels are cool. And that's why I do Croab. Cool rims on a budget. I hope that takes off, because for all the people starting out who don't have much, for all the people who don't have a lot to buy a set of wheels, head to the junkyard. Now, don't get it twisted. You'll find some good rims in the junkyard, but I'm not looking for those like that no more. I just started collecting 2 and 2. Because I think that it gives my build a different personality, and most people don't have it. So when you see my car, like I said, when I started way back doing this, the last set I had that looked really good was like the blue ones on the front, that turquoise blue with turquoise blue stillies. Man, the car looked cool with those. So I was like, I like that. And the only reason I do mismatch wheels is my father. He said, they roll, don't they? He said, you ain't got all that money to be buying them. Buy 2, buy them, and pay them the same. Works for me. I know some people don't agree with this, but another thing I'm starting to figure out, I figured out years ago, OEM wheels make your car ride better. So I'm like almost 50. I keep saying this all the time. And that rough ride with those low rider wheels, when I bought that wagon, they had some low ass tires on them. Man, you hit a bump, it was like, I was like, oh my God, I get these off. When I took them off, they were like concrete. So I sold them off dumbass cheap. And they were SSRs. This one Filipino guy I know, he bought them. I forget his name. I just said Filipino, I know. But he bought them off for me, and I got rid of them because they were too heavy and they were stones. But eventually, I just got heavy into just getting OEM wheels, and I'm happy with that. I need to get a back set signal light. I need to get a screw for the shifter. I need a fender, and I need a light, and I need the other windshield wiper. Got that, Will? So hey guys, back again. Went to the junkyard, got a fender. Want to show you something. Look at this. Ooh, that's nasty. This car sat for a while, so I can't wait to get it back in running condition, which will take me probably another week. But God, look at all that stuff. Look at all this. So I got another fender, it's green, but I couldn't find one that was the same color. So I'm gonna install it back in and put the light in, and I'll be ready to go. So while the sun is hitting so bright, so I got a fender on. It's not the best. It has like a dent right here, and I got a side light. It's not really lined up with it, but I could bend that out some more, but I'm missing something right in here. So I don't know what I'm missing, so I have to figure out, because if you look, this bumper is sitting out high, pretty weird too. But that's how you get them when you do remanufactured bumpers. Again, I threw some stillies on them. There was so much stuff. Look at that. I'll wash this car again if a storm doesn't catch me. But today, I got it set off of here. I'm just going to clean these up and put them away somewhere. I'm not going to use those. And then I'm going to tape these up and paint these today. I'm only going to do the face. All right, guys, I'm out. All right, guys, what's going on? Will from Bosu, America. Well, we're getting progress. Clean the car up. I got to do the inside now. I got tons of parts in the back. Probably take one whole day and work on it. Got the fender on, like I said before. It's not the straightest, but it's on. And also, I picked up a new piece of equipment. Now, I've seen this on YouTube, and I wanted it, and I got it. Now, the trick is, they always show you using it with a 2-liter bottle. But guess what, guys? If you're not looking at the kit right, I bought the kit for $149. And the one thing that wasn't in here was the connector piece for the 2-liter bottle. You would think that'd be the one piece that be in here because that's what people seen. So I had to jerry rig myself something different. I took the one hose, I cut it, and I added it to one of my old laundry detergent bottles. And I carried it around with me. All right, set it down here. I'll show you. You can lift it up like this or just spray it. You know, I could make the hose longer, but I like to kind of walk around. It works good, but that's the jerry rig I had to do. It sucks because this one guy was on YouTube talking all that garbage. You knuckleheads out there talking about turn the bottle upside down. All you gotta do is get this piece. Well, guess what? The piece wasn't even freaking in the package and I bought it. I even looked at it and it was on the package and showed the 2-liter bottle. Well, guess what, fathead? It didn't come in the package. And I read it hard. I said, okay, so it's showing me the picture with the 2-liter bottle, so it should be in there. It wasn't. So to that guy, shut up and eat something dirty. I was so mad when I saw that. I was like, what do you mean? So I seen the guys hacking them, and guess what I did? I did the same thing. So I'm gonna dry these cars off. I think I'll get them other 2 cars later. But for right now, I just sprayed the cars down, and I'm gonna wipe them down, and I'm done for the day. Later, guys. All right, guys, what's going on? It's Will from Bosu, America. But today I'm doing Croab, cool rims on a budget. Did some wheels today. Did this really pea green, almost like the stuff they were stirring up on Conan the Barbarian when they was eating people. But I got the other Acura Legend ones painted, but they kind of look like a darker green. So it's going to be a really weird color because this green doesn't look like the ones that I just did. I did a different style, but this is the only one they had by Krylon. And the other one just didn't seem the same color as this, but I'm gonna go ahead and put them on anyway. But first, I am going to actually let them dry, and I'm gonna put a decal, probably the R10s, and put some words there, inky and something, and then R10s. I don't know, I have to figure it out, but I'm gonna take these upstairs tonight, and I'm gonna work on them by putting decals. Now that I have these off, I am going to paint these as well. I let them dry for a while. These are some American style ones that were made because I didn't even know. These said, I don't know, are these made in USA? Yeah, these were made in USA. These came off the actual cord over there, and I put those stillies on there for now, but I got some really nice wheels that's gonna go on that car too. Those yellow ones I got, I'm gonna get some tires on them, and I'm gonna put those on. I'm gonna paint these too. What the point I'm trying to prove here is that you don't have to have the most expensive rims. You can have pretty cheap rims. So what I call Croab, cool rims on a budget. You know, you get you some paint, take you a little time out here and paint them. I'm gonna do these white, and I'm gonna put a clear coat on top of these. They're gonna look really good when they're done because these kind of remind you of those inky swash ones. If you don't put the middle cap in, which I have only 3. But once I'm done with these, I'll probably slap these on probably in a day or so because I want to let these dry all the way before I put them on. And I have to go get a fan for that one to Monday because the fan is out on that. It works, but it's going. And I thought I had a fan, but I got fans for the Accord and fans for the Civic. I was going to rob it out of that one, but now I don't want to rob no more out of that than I have to. All right, guys, I'll check you guys out later. Like I said, Croab, cool rims on a budget, and we'll see what it do. I love this style, man. I can't believe I got my hands on these. For years and years I wanted these, and they're very rare to find them. And one day I was driving, I actually seen somebody had them on an Accord, And I was like, wow, that's pretty rare because you never see them on any cars except those Acura Legends. So now I have a piece of old school history right here. I love these. Got some tires on them. Probably do the yellowing on them as well later on. I don't know. I have to figure out if I'm going to do that. All right, guys, I'm going to finish these up. Talk to you later. So as you can see, Croab cool rims on a budget. They came out really well. The other ones, stop messing with that, Lewis. Wait up. All right, so the other ones I'm gonna put in the car so they could bake. I want these to bake for a while in the heat before I start putting decals on them. So they came out really well, and I'm gonna put the other ones in the other car so they get nice and hot and bake that paint on. That's one of the other tips I could tell you with rims is that I put them inside of a car while it's hot outside, and it will bake the wheels, bake the paint on, because I'm not gonna put those on for like a day or two, but I'm gonna put them inside there and let them just bake. Croab, cool rims on a budget. All right, guys, after I got done tuning for the day, I found out that the Acura 90, I think it's a 94 Acura, I gotta look at the picture, they don't clear the cord brakes. Now the weird thing is I kind of knew something was wrong, so I put it on, it wouldn't fit right on the bore, so, or the hub. So what I did is I had to take them back off, and I had some newer Acura, I think they're like, I don't know, the 2.3s or something, and that wheel looked like a mesh wheel. It cleared it completely. Now, consequently, I might go back to the junkyard to get the other two now. Since I got two, it looks so good. I said, it's time for me to go and get the other two, because those mesh wheels look extra good. So Sunday, I might just get up and go run and go get those last two, and then throw them on my wagon, because man, they look excellent on the front. I was like, so I'm gonna go ahead and just probably put the both on there, and I'll be square. So that's it for now, guys. I'll check you guys out later. If you haven't, like, subscribe. I've been doing this enough, and I'll see you guys later.
Looks like we got lots of work to do. Any sensu beings, anyone? Hell, time to make a move.